name is Idara. I'm a sophomore.
My name is Chris Carlson.
I'm Robelanda Michael, a sophomore.
And I was a victim of cyberbullying.
My cousin was a victim of fabricated identity.
And I was a victim of identity theft.
There are 3 elements to a fallacious digital footprint: cyberbullying, fabricated identity, and identity theft. Because of the widespread communication over the internet nowadays, technology has changed the face of social interaction. The traditional form of bullying has now been altered with this technological age, victimizing many children through social networks and other forms of communication. Studies have shown that the prevalent rate of cyberbullying ranges from 10 to 35%. Students who were subject to this form of bullying have been said to have experienced feelings of sadness, anxiety, and fear, as well as an inability to concentrate, which affected their academics significantly. Not only does cyberbullying have kids dropping academic potential, but it also has resulted in skipping school, forcing kids to conduct negative acts in which put them in detention, sometimes resulting in suspension from school, or resulting in kids who carry weapons to school. Studies have also proven that the majority of kids that have been victims of cyberbullying do not disclose their experiences with their parents. Now that online capability has reached mobile devices, it has been said that cyberbullying can go on all day now. Participants of a study claim that cyberbullying is spreading everywhere technology is. There are 3 types of cyberbullying: posting, coercing, and backstabbing. In posting, many females take pictures of themselves and post it on the internet. Once these photos are posted, anyone can steal the photo and use it to their advantage. Coercing describes boys who threaten to tell females secrets in order to gain explicit photos of them, a form of blackmail. Backstabbing refers to 2 people who may have been friends at one point in time, but because they may have gotten into a fight and began to dislike each other, one of the friends then goes and finds some incriminating thing about their ex-friend and posts it online for everyone to see.
What basically happened when I was in high school, some girls that were on like the cheerleading squad at my school were talking about me on the internet because I won homecoming queen and one of them didn't, and it just made me feel like hurt, and it showed me how like cyberbullying goes beyond the computer.
Fabricated identity involves the impersonation of an entity that is not real. The variation of these creations can range from minor misrepresentations to completely illegal profiles due to the behavior that are committed in character. Fabricated identities are tools that sometimes have no positive effects on society. Doing this, taking advantage of the simplicity in the profile creation process and withholding the information that provides accurate descriptions. Examples include not only sexual predators who take advantage of naive youth online, also the investigators that utilize the same tactics to draw out these individuals. Although there is difficulty in identifying these false representations, some behaviors have been noted to be signs of fabrication. Unrealistic depictions such as edited profile pictures, coincidentally perfect personalities, relatively low number of friends or followers, and forms of communication.
His freshman year, he became friends with what said was a very, very attractive girl. It then was found out after months of him trying to hook up with this very attractive girl that it was a man from Ohio.
Even though fabrication of identity comes with a negative connotation, there have been some effective uses of this method. For example, in February 2011, many pages were created on Facebook requesting a Syrian Anger Day, which were demonstrations that were to be made in front of the parliament in the capital, Damascus, and also in front of several Syrian embassies across the world. The problem with these pages were that a lot of them were fake accounts who used pictures of attractive females to sway the males of Syria to protest against their government. Another reason for wanting an anonymous identity was that the individuals did not want the government to know the actual identities of who was against their leadership. Although there are many forms of fabricated identities, not all of them are used in a harmful manner. Identity theft can be broken down into 3 categories: personal, corporate, and network. Personal identity theft is a form of impersonation of someone else for recreational purposes. Corporate identity theft is defined as a forged identity because it is more motivated by criminal activity. The form of identity theft, network, is said to be fully developed only if the identity was stolen or forged.
So my story is, I was checking my bank statement one day, and I paid for like some, I don't know, I guess headphones for like $12.99 off eBay, and I was like, I didn't pay for these headphones. So I called Capital One and went through like a 3-hour process to figure out that I was a victim of identity theft. I don't know, I guess the guy was desperate, so.
Under the personal identity theft umbrella, thieves use everyday computer activity to gain access to their users' information. While users are innocently checking emails, downloading software, or MP3s, spyware is being installed without their permission. Spyware is a form of software that can be installed on computers and collects information about the user without there being any knowledge of it. Writer Stephen Hind has come up with ways in which a user could spot symptoms of spyware on their devices. These are: the browser homepage keeps changing, excessive pop-up ads appear, new toolbars appear in browser, the computer is slow and applications do not start quickly, internet access speed is slowed, frequent computer crashes occur, and there is an increase of spam. Corporate identity theft has caused companies to take on a red flag rule. The rule is designed to ensure that organizations have procedures in place to detect and remedy patterns, practices, and activities that indicate the presence of identity theft, or red flags. Organizations have 4 categories in which they can detect identity theft to prevent thieves from conducting such acts while using other people's credit card information. These are alerts, notifications, or warnings from a consumer report agency, the presentation of suspicious documents, the presentation of suspicious personal identifying information, and unusual use or suspicious activity on an open account. Network identity theft has been carried out by an identity thief who would steal the identity of the network component that corresponds with the entity. Something such as obtaining the IP address of the user that they want to impersonate will give them the same type of access to the network as the original user's computer. It has been said that each year $54 billion is lost to identity theft, and on average, victims waste 21 hours straightening out the financial mess. All of which are forms of identity theft that vary from the control of the victimized user's social life to endangering their financial well-being. Ways in which to prevent all 3 forms of fallacious identities. These are using discretion while posting information online, change your security password every so often, report any suspicious accounts on social networks, and also report any offensive behavior online.
I had to go to school the next day, and I felt like I was being attacked. I was walking through the hallways and getting stared at and like talked about by other people in my school.
I think it's definitely an infringement of rights. It definitely made him uncomfortable, and it definitely makes skepticism about who you're actually talking to. And I mean, definitely, if someone's vulnerable, people definitely can be taken advantage of.
What I feel about identity theft is, I don't know, I hate thieves, period. So to take advantage of somebody else's belongings or wealth is just, I don't know, I don't really like it at all. I was kind of pissed off, but it was like a lot of hassle and going through all that, so.